So, another thing we can blame, shall we say, anti-vaxxers for is the current measles outbreak going on in Texas. Now, at the time of doing this video, there have been a number of between 47 and 50 cases of measles. Now, this number should be zero. There's no question that if these people involved had been vaccinated, there would be no problem. However, the people who have been targeted here are immigrants. The Somali, yes, it's the Somali immigrant community that these anti-vax people have targeted specifically. Now, who do you think that the community is most affected by this measles outbreak? Yep, it's the Somali immigrant community. Now, it has spread and there have been a couple others outside the community that have been affected. But of course, the main brunt of these infections have been borne by this community. And this could have all been avoided if, well, quite frankly, the anti-vax community would just shut the hell up and stop spreading ridiculous lies and rumours about vaccines that aren't true. And the potential dangers of this are, well, alarming. First of all, you have people who cannot have vaccines for medical reasons. They might be too young. They might have, one such case on a recent program I saw, there was literally a young girl. Now at a young age, she had to have a heart transplant at a young age. Now because she's had that, she can't have vaccines because her immune system at the moment is still trying to, you know, integrate the heart into her body. So she literally cannot have vaccines to defend herself against mumps or measles or rubella. So you have people like that in the area who are at risk. And then you get on to other examples of where sometimes what might happen is the disease might jump. Now the problem is, if this disease jumps to someone who has already had the vaccine, the problem is it might, shall we say, evolve and change, basically rendering everyone who has had the measles vaccine useless. Their protection is now gone. This is the clear and present danger that is faced by all these. This would have, if this happens, you would have to have a mandatory revaccination of everyone, not only in Texas, but across the entire United States, even potentially the world. Because congratulations, anti-vaxxers, you've just created a new strain of measles that is resistant to the current vaccine. So, again, we are left dumbfounded is the only word you can really choose to describe it with. As to the state of the anti-vax community in America, and if not, you know, across the world. You know, we have only in the UK managed to recently restore the vaccine levels that would, of the damage done by Andrew Wakefield back in, you know, 1997 during the MMR scare. This hasn't been the case in other countries. Particularly America and, surprise surprise, Australia. And I'd love for someone to tell me what is actually going on in Australia. Why is this the case? But I don't know. Well, you know, maybe someone will finally tell me, because I'd love to actually know or talk to someone about what is going on in Australia. Because as I've said in the past, there's absolutely insane, crazy stuff going on in America, and then you look at Australia and you're like, why? Why is this suddenly going on in Australia? But again, we've discussed that before in other videos. So yeah, once again, the anti-vax community doing well, nonsense.